The Houses of Parliament resumed its work this week following the summer break. Almost first thing on the agenda in the House of Commons, a determined Chancellor of the Exchequer on his government's commitment to do whatever is necessary to maintain financial stability.
Mr. Speaker, with your permission, the events in America over the last few weeks and in Europe over the last few days have again demonstrated the global nature and the sheer scale of the problems affecting the global financial system. What started in America last year has now spread to every part of the world, and the disruption in global financial markets has intensified, especially over the last few weeks. Mr. Speaker, people are rightly concerned about what is happening, and I've made it clear that we will do whatever is necessary to maintain stability. Along with governments across the world, I have a responsibility to support a stable, well-functioning banking system. Financial transactions are at the heart of everything we do. They allow people to buy goods, pay for services, buy homes, save for pensions and invest. So it is essential that we take action both to support the banking system as a whole, as well as being ready to intervene in particular cases where it's necessary to do so. It's not a case of either doing one or the other. Both general support and individual intervention are necessary. And we need too to work with other countries to tackle the causes of these problems, as well as dealing with their consequences.
Mr. Darling also called on the European Union to work together to help sort the crisis out.
I've always been clear that each country needs to do whatever is needed to deal with its own particular circumstances. However, I also believe that wherever it is possible to do so, countries should work together and act to maintain stability. This afternoon, in the last hour, all 27 European Union member states have reaffirmed the need to take whatever measures are necessary to maintain the stability of the financial system, whether through liquidity support, action to deal with individual banks, or enhanced depositor protection schemes. But in the light of what's happened over the weekend, it is especially important that EU member states work far more closely together. So tomorrow I will meet European finance ministers in Luxembourg to further discuss how we bring stability to the system and to protect depositors. Mr. Speaker, this demonstrates that every country in the world, Europe included, is being affected by these problems. And in the United States, Congress has now approved measures to support their banking system, which we welcome. Our approach has been different, but what has happened in America emphasises yet again the need for countries to take whatever action they believe is necessary, but also to work closely together, not just to resolve these problems, but also to try and prevent them happening again.
The Chancellor then turned to what must be done within the United Kingdom.
We must do everything we can to ensure not only do banks have the confidence to lend to each other, but also that lending is maintained in the mortgage market, businesses and to individuals. I shall publish Sir James Crosby's recommendations on options for improving the functioning of the mortgage finance markets shortly. Mr. Speaker, these are exceptional times, and I'm in no doubt as to the size of the task facing us and governments across the world in bringing order to the financial system. The process of change will necessarily take some time to work through, and because we're dealing with international institutions and international markets, it will require action not only at a national level here, but also concerted international action. Mr. Speaker, it is right that we look at every aspect, liquidity, capital and regulation, with other countries and, of course, with the financial sector itself. But it would be irresponsible to speculate on the specifics of future responses. Indeed, providing a running commentary could add uncertainty in already febrile market conditions. But, Mr. Speaker, I want to make clear that all practical options must remain open to us, and I've made it very clear that the government is ready with the resources and the commitment to do whatever is necessary, and I will keep the House informed.
The spotlight, for the moment, will leave Westminster and concentrate on Luxembourg for the Finance Ministers' Conference today.